What's up guys, Simply Coco here and welcome back to my channel and welcome to another speed build here in The Sims 4. So today, you probably can't tell yet, you can probably tell by the title, but we are building with the new Werewolves pack. So, excuse me, we are building a converted logging warehouse. So this would have been like the headquarters for like the logging company, the people that comes and cuts down all the trees and sells the lumber or whatever you do with the logs after they've been cut down. I don't know, but that is the premise of this lot. And a werewolf family has taken over and has renovated it to be their home. You can probably tell we're not in Moonwood Meal, which is the world that came with this pack. We're not in that world currently. We're in Granite Falls. I started building this the day before the pack came out, so I started building this last night, and I just put it in my library on the gallery, and then I moved it over to Moonwood Meal as soon as the pack came out. So once the shell is put together, which it will be pretty much done here in just a second, I will move the build over to Moonwood Meal and then we will finish it there. But yeah, so like I said, I imagine this house was some sort of a warehouse for the logging company that was in town, or that was, you know, not in town, but that was based in the town, and this was their headquarters or whatever before it became, you know, before this town was abandoned. And so some werewolves came in and they started renovating it. Here we are now, we're in Moonwood Mill as we speak, and I'm starting to use all of the new items or the new things. But yeah, a werewolf family came in, and it's going to be a single dad with his sons. So the whole family, it's a whole family of boys. There's going to be a teenager, a kid, and a toddler. All three of them will be and the dad, so all four of them will be boys. And the mom, I think I'm going to use this house for my Let's Play for this pack. At first I wasn't going to, but now I'm thinking I might, because I kind of furnished it. as if I was going to use it for my Let's Play. I'm thinking the mom, and I'll explain more of this in the Let's Play, but I'm thinking the mom is going to be would have passed away when the dad tried to turn her into a werewolf. Maybe it just didn't work and she died instead, or something along those lines. So now it's just a single dad and his 3 kids. But yeah, so we're gonna so the shell of the build is pretty much coming together. That kind of corrugated metal on the front is from Strangerville. That other metal, the green metal, is actually from Eco Lifestyle, I believe. And then the wood portion of the build on the right side is from the new pack. Some of the open windows are from the new pack, but then the closed windows are actually from University. That door is from the new pack. This gate and fence that I'm using are from the new pack. And you're seeing a whole bunch of stuff that I had to kind of just pull out because they're in debug, and the Better Build By mod that puts all the debug items in your build catalog had not been released yet when I built this. It's been released now. I literally just finished building this maybe 30 minutes ago, and since I've gotten off the game and checked Twisted Mexy's Twitter, that new build, the new Better Build By mod is live. So if you go and download that, all of the debug items from this pack will now be in your build catalog. But it wasn't at the time of me building this, so I had to just pull out what I thought I was going to use, and I used it all. I just found a place for it. But now we're working on the landscaping, so a lot of the stuff is all of it is base game besides the debug plants that I'm using from the Werewolves pack. I'm not sure where in the world those plants are. They're nowhere near this lot that I can tell, but they did come with this pack, so they're somewhere in the world. But these trees are all from base game except for the 2 tall trees on the right side of the build. Those are specific to this pack. And then there's 1 tree that I put in the back. That's like I don't know what kind of tree you would call it, but it may be base game. If it's not base game, it's from not Jungle Adventure, Outdoor Retreat. So I'm not 100% sure on that. Excuse me, I had to burp. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that. But this is in no way, shape, or form a limited pack build. I hardly ever do limited pack builds. I want to get better about that in the future. So as I always say, leave down in the comments any packs that you would like me to use together. Like base game and cats and dogs, or cats and dogs base game and eco lifestyle, and I will try to do that for you. So we got the new mailbox out front. Maybe the dad made that. So what I was thinking is, so this house has a full-on floor plan on the inside. I imagine that it wouldn't have been the original floor plan for the warehouse, but the dad maybe has a job. I even put some clutter on the coffee table. I put some, like a, what do you call it? Like a manila folder, like a filing folder. I put one of those on the table from Strangerville, acting like that's from the dad's job. I don't know what the dad does for work. I imagine he's a pro werewolf. He knows how to control himself during a full moon. When it's not a full moon, he knows how to control himself. So I would imagine he has like a normal job. Maybe he's like a lawyer or something. Well, if he was a lawyer, he would probably have enough money to go and buy a real house and not have to, well, no, he could be a lawyer because, like, maybe since he is a werewolf and he's raising 3 young werewolves, he wanted to live in the werewolf world so that he could train his kids and make sure that they are not going to a school where, you know, if they get angry, they change or stuff like that. So I guess it would make sense for him to kind of take over this abandoned warehouse and kind of convert it for him and his family, even though, you know, he makes enough money to go and buy an actual home. But he's just been renovating it over time. He added this kitchen in. Well, he probably didn't add this kitchen in because it's a pretty bad kitchen. It's the kitchen from City Living that's kind of worn down and stuff. But he probably did the floor, like he probably made the floor plan and put all the walls up. I would imagine this was probably just a big open space at first, maybe with like 1 office space, but he made it a home. So I did put this new bookcase behind the couch. I don't think your Sims will be able to access that, so I do put another base game bookshelf off to the side. But yeah, we're just utilizing as many as the new items as we possibly can. I'm using this chest as the coffee table because this pack kind of came with a new dresser that's actually 2 like chest suitcases stacked on top of each other, but it was too tall to kind of act as a coffee table. So I thought this one would I felt like this one that kind of had the same vibe. This one is more, that's the object I was talking about. This one that I'm using as the coffee table is more so what you would keep a guitar in, or like an amp, or like microphone equipment, stuff like that. Like musicians would carry that around. But it kind of had that same vibe as like a chest. So I like that, and use that as a coffee table. Switched out the stairs that I had for the new metal stairs to keep that industrial vibe. So this house is very a mixture between industrial and rustic. As you can see, these chairs are rustic. I would say the dad probably made a lot of this stuff. And over time, he plans on just renovating it as he gets further up in his career. What I think I'm gonna do, there's a pre-made sim that came with this pack named Lou, who everyone is like lusting over. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take Lou and I'm gonna give him a different backstory, and I'm gonna make Lou the main character of my Let's Play, and I'll just use the genetics in cast to create his dad and then create his younger brothers. So I think that's how I'm gonna do that. But yeah, so we're just cluttering up the kitchen, nothing crazy. I did put dog treats on top of the microwave. I imagine they are dogs, so at the end of the day, they probably like them. They go to the pet store and they buy dog treats for themselves. I thought that'd be a funny little concept, or funny little detail to add in there. This is the entrance kind of hallway. I did put an eco lifestyle object in there that kind of is like a gardening kind of shelf. I do put some gardening objects on the side of the house and in the back, so you could definitely grow your own veggies here and stuff. Now we're working on the dad's room. So this bed is a debug bed from Eco Lifestyle. It's one that you would scavenge out of a dumpster. This dad is very frugal. He's saving his money to do a complete renovation. So he kind of has this more rundown bed. He's not going to get very good sleep, but it works nonetheless. Using this new shelf from the pack and just cluttering it up with a few objects, nothing crazy. There wasn't very many things that clipped onto the shelf, so I had to raise everything up using the 9 key. Yes. Getting a rug in here. I wanted to use the tool mod to make that rug a little bit bigger, but I didn't have the tool mod installed at this point in time because it wasn't calibrated to the new world yet. So you would click on the new world and the new world would just be a white screen. It wouldn't open. So I had to take it out, but it also has now been fixed. I did put the new workout machine in there. Hopefully that allows you to get to the left side. Hopefully that allows your Sims to get to the left side of the bed. I'm not 100% sure. I tend not to test play my builds, and I know that's awful of me, but you know, I figure it is what it is. I've never had people complain about it or anything. So I just, cause once I'm done building it, I'm very quick to get it on the gallery. And then I'm like, okay, it's time to do the voiceover and it's time to get the video up. So I just never test play it or player test it, I think is what people say. So I do apologize if your Sims can't get to the left side of the bed, but they should be able to get to the right side of the bed. And still be able to use the workout machine. So this is the kids room and the toddlers room. So I just put a wardrobe in here, a toy box, some of the new toys that came with the pack. The end table is a crate. I did put some kids clutter down there. It might not allow you to get to the wardrobe, but I mean, if you have, I'm pretty sure even if you don't have MC Command Center, you can just click on your Sims and go into cast, because that's all clicking on a wardrobe does. It sends you into cast. Now we're upstairs, so we just quickly put a painting in that hallway. Later on, after I'm done furnishing this room, I will put a rug in that hallway and a plant. This will be Lou's room if I choose to use this house for my Let's Play. This will be Lou's room. I'm going to leave Lou as a young adult, and I'm going to make the dad, because I think Lou in the game is a young adult and not a teen. But I'm going to leave Lou a young adult, and I'm going to make the dad a adult. So Lou just kind of still lives here. Maybe Lou is still working on his transformation, and he doesn't completely know how to control it yet. So he has to continue to live with his parents. We could send, well, no, he's a young adult. No, you have to be a young adult to go to university. So we could send Lou to university in the Let's Play. He would live at home, but maybe he can meet someone while he's there. And I have a premise for the Let's Play. So I guess I won't give it away yet, but I'm using a few of the scratches and stuff around, not too much, because, you know, I would imagine The only people that would be scratching are the kids and maybe Lou from time to time. I do put a punch mark behind Lou's punching bag to act as if he punched the wall on accident or something, or if he was mad. But hopefully that punching bag is functional. The punching bags usually come with like 9, maybe even more, like squares or like grid squares that it has to cover. But it's such a small object, I don't see why your sim would need that much room. But hopefully it's functional. This is the downstairs bath. I end up putting that shower in the upstairs bathroom because I remembered there's going to be a toddler living in this place. So I needed to put a tub in this one instead. So I ended up using the debug tub. It's the one that your sims can make on the woodworking table. I think your sims make it somewhere. I don't know where. It has to be the woodworking table. You just saw me put it in. But you can also, if you don't want a toddler in your build and you download this, you can also remove the toddler bed and put another kid's bed, or not put, or just have that be a 1-bedroom, a one kid bedroom. I don't know why that took me so long to say. But yeah, that's pretty much the interior. I think I'm just adding small things. I added a fire alarm and stuff like that. The one thing I did forget in this build, I did put this on the gallery already, but the one thing I did forget was an outdoor trash can. So the trash can that I put on the interior is the only trash can on this lot. So sorry about that. But it's for werewolves, so who cares? So I did put a fire pit back here. I'm gonna get rid of these 2 planters on the left. These are new planters that came with the pack, but I'm gonna put this swing set for the kiddo that came with the little campers kit. I imagine the dad made that as well. And since we have a toddler, I also wanted to get some toddler stuff out here, so I did put the slide. Sorry if you hear dogs barking. But yeah, the screenshots are rolling. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll always respond to your comments. And please hit the notification bell. That way you know exactly when I post my next video, exactly when I post it. And I will see you all then. Bye guys.